Hey guys, it's Carrie the Paper Monkey. Thank y'all so much for dropping in on this video. So, I'm finished with this Barbie journal and I wanted to do a quick flip through. I am going to make it fairly quick because I know people are more interested in what's in the journal than they are me talking. So this is a charm that was not made by me. It was made by Tracy. There are going to be a lot of items in my Barbie journals that I pulled from Happy Mail that people sent me. So what I'm going to do is I will list the names of those folks who sent me Happy Mail in the description. Please go check out their channels. They were just so generous and so kind. This is from Tracy. Tracy, thank you so much. But can we take a moment? Can we just take a moment? Isn't this adorable? Look at this. Look at this. How cute. I went through it in my Happy Mails, but this charm was actually perfect for this spine and this book. But that is the spine. This was actually a napkin. It was. That was actually a napkin. I had a little spot here on the face of the journal, on the cover, and I just decided to cover this up with a little yo-yo that I had made. Didn't cover up the front. I'm going to have a very healthy package of ephemera that was made, different trims, different papers. All those things are going to go along with this journal so that if they want to do a pocket in the front, they can. I decided to take, and this was Happy Mail also, but this was from my friend Sierra a very long time ago, and I've been having these shoes for a very long time. Anyway, I just put them on a gourd pin and decided to put them on the trim of the journal so they are removable, just as the charm is also removable. Okay. This was from we've seen these books before, but from a 1977, like what was happening in 1977. This is the television favorites page. Sports news. Happy Mail. This is part of just a cutout from this actual book pages from the journal. This is a vintage crochet from a vintage crochet book, and I'll show you that in a minute because there's a visual that I wanted to capture from this book. This is Happy Mail, again from Happy Mail. So part of the Barbie doll clothes that come with Barbie, some Barbie accessory usually had that. It's a tag that I made from the book pages of this book. So then this visual is from a comic book that I got in Happy Mail. So made a little tuck with that. This customer, I hate to call him customer, this friend told me when we talked about what she wanted in the journal, she wanted all the textiles. So that's why you'll see a lot of different kind of textiles in this journal, and why I chose what I did. Like this, it's just different. Left room though. I'm leaving room, but it's still full of ephemera. This is a vintage, from a vintage writing pad, and then this is from Happy Mail. My friend loves Charlie Brown and Snoopy, so I included it in the Barbie journal. I couldn't help it, I had to. That was not her request. I wanted to do this. The little red hair girl, Charlie, and then these are some postcards. Like just little cards, I guess, not postcards maybe, but I just thought that they went so well with that. This, I did do this as a short, so this, you've probably seen this. This you haven't seen. Anybody remember these? I found a whole box of vintage, now they're truly vintage too, because these were from the 70s, a whole box of check registers. Because there was some information on the box and in the box that had it like 1977 was the date. I backed this onto this paper. I thought, I love her image. Now, One of the things that I did in my journals for each one of the folks that ordered from me is I asked them their birthday, and I wanted to include a birthday card, which is here. And this is a vintage, from a vintage diary. So one of those days is going to be a birthday. And then this is from an Edith Holden type birthday book. Or, yeah, is it birthday book? What is it called? Hold on, I'll show it to you. It's right here. The Floral Birthday Book. Yep. So, just, you know, if they wanted to use this as a journal, I wanted to give them that opportunity to, you know, have something special for their day. So, that's one of the things that I'm going to, one of the little specials that I'm going to include. I'm also going to include a pin. Let me show you that real quick. So I found these pins and I thought, you know what? These are so cute. I just loved them. So everybody gets a pin too to come along with their journal. Again, all the little textiles, oh, you can't see that, sorry. All the different little textiles on the clips. A lot of clip-ins in this one. A lot of clip-ins. This was just an offcut, and this is from that vintage comic book that came in Happy Mail. This, again, had to cut her out, and I backed them so that they're very stiff, very sturdy. And then I just love the coloring on this for this. Made these out of some Barbie cards that I found at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to send more along. And then I just cut this down to fit as a little tuck here. And there's also a tuck here with some fabric that came in Happy Mail, and I made a tall tag with that. Then I topped it with this velvet type trim. Again, all the textiles. Got this in Happy Mail too, this fabric. Just loved it, backed it. And then have the little Barbie shoe on the end of the paper clip here. And another piece of Happy Mail. Another piece of wonderful Happy Mail. And then that is also from the Barbie comic book from Happy Mail. Yeah, just delight. Just this project was not only so much fun, it was made more fun by the Happy Mail that came in. It's just tremendous. So this is from Happy Mail also, and I backed that image onto that. And so you see she's framed there, but then you can tuck her into that. This is, oops, I went one too many pages. That's the image that I was talking about. Just a vintage image. And then this is just one of my little sewing pattern girls. I love them. I really do. And then from the comic book here, made a little tuck. And then again, with the book pages from the actual book, I made these tags. I backed them. This is vintage ledger that this is backed with. I'll give you a little writing spot there. The textile, again, this is trim that came in Happy Mail. This is some trim I had. Some trim I had. And then this trim along, again, with the shoe that you can take. It's on the gourd pin, so you can take that off. And then I made, this is another frame that came in Happy Mail, but I had this image. So I glued it down and then just put the little flowers all around it. Thought she was so precious. My friend loves vintage, so I thought she may love these. Flamingo paperclip from Happy Mail. This is from Happy Mail. I love this. And then this was from an ephemera pack that I had gotten. These bows, I recently found these little paper clip bows at Hobby Lobby. And then that is another comic book treasure that I got from Happy Mail. Love this. I have hoarded this for a very long time. This is paper doll clothes. Isn't it pretty? I think it's pretty. I thought it matched this, so I went with that. And so it's a bag, of course. And I cut one of the little file dividers down and going to send that on. And then this is a lead page from the book. And it's really great paper. It really is. Very good paper. So there's that. This is from a little golden book, but it's a Barbie little golden book. Another one of the little pattern girls, a Dick and Jane book. This, I just love this. I knew my friend would too. It's just so vintage. And it went so well with one of my paper clips, right? So you have a little tuck here, and you have a little tuck here. So you've got that. And then it is an actual hidden paper clip. So there's that. This is wallpaper, and I made it a pocket. And that is lined with hot pink notebook paper. Barbie Solves a Mystery is the lead page again. So we've got that. This is tied into a knot, but I just made it a bow here. And then my snarky postcards that I recently found. I love that. And that another book page tag with a vintage wallpaper on the back. This came in Happy Mail too. I thought it was perfect for the coloring here. Left this blank. You're gonna have some blanks to play. Sewing pattern little girl. Here's the little bee for Barbie, and a little journaling card, hot pink journaling card. A lot of clip-ins. Here is another sewing pattern lady. I don't know if you can tell this, but a little canvas material, McCall's pattern, and then backed with notebook paper to write. And then this little dangle here. And then you can see on the side here, you've got your little shoes. I guess you can see, I'm not sure. There you go. And then that. And like I said, there'll be a lot of little extras that are going to go along with this, and I'm excited to get this packaged up and get this out to them. So thank you guys so much for coming along. Thank you to every person that sent me a Happy Mail. I can't even begin to tell you how wonderful it was to work on this project and have so much to pull from. You guys, you just made my heart smile so much. Thank you over and over again. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming along. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And remember what I always say, I do hope that whatever it is you get to do today or in the next few days, it is at least as much fun as I had creating this vintage Barbie journal. Thanks, guys. We'll chat soon. Bye.